do VOD review, right? You have a what? Oh, you're recording as well? Gotcha, cool. Okay, cool. It seems like the stream is working, so let's open up an arena and let's get started. So, I guess let me ask you, what's your primary goal? You know, what can I help you out with? Got it. Also, I'm stupid. My Nintendo membership expired. Let me renew it for a second. Oh my god. Sad. Add fun. Well, no, you don't need an online subscription, right? For the patch. I think the online subscription is just to play online. Yeah. Alrighty, I got it. I had canceled my renewal some time ago when after I returned to Wi-Fi from offline. I played a couple games and I was like, oh, I want to fucking die, and so I was like, time to cancel. Yes, but. I've actually I've been using it actually for coaching sessions. Lots of people from like other cities, so I guess I'll keep it around. Yes, exactly. No, but kind of though. Yes. Actually, dude, I can't believe I got every character in Elite Smash. I don't know what I was thinking.
Step into the ring.
Alright. Yeah, so here, let me give you the arena code. So it's F2T. Q. Yeah, so for sure. So I guess if you have a lead, and then it's like, how do you maintain a lead? Yeah, obviously, for me, like, cause you main Jigglypuff, right? But I'm not misremembering. Okay. So for me, it's gonna be really different, I think, than for you, cause like, so I main Young Link, obviously, and I secondary, mostly Swordies. I mean, I like my main secondary is Pyramithra, and Link. Like those are my main secondaries, right? And actually, by the way, I just want to say my Pyramithra not nearly as good as my Young Link, but like. Already getting results. I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like, I don't have to play like Shulk as Young Link. Oh, thank God. Yeah. So, because here's the thing. Like, basically my mentality of like holding a lead is, let's just try to play safe, right? And it's like, well, okay, how do you play safe? Well, again, easy, like fairly easy enough with the Young Link. I mean, it's just like literally just try to get chip damage. Literally just try to do. Save options. Granted, so I mean, it is easier said than done. I mean, even on Young Link, which is like, oh, we'll just spam projectiles, right? Well, it's not quite that linear because like there are ranges, right, where like projectiles aren't safe. So you still do have to go for like mix-ups and like aggression. So I guess in my opinion, the game plan doesn't change really. Like, because by the way, I'm doing this even when I don't have a lead. I mean, when I have a lead though, and I'm trying to like maintain a stock at high percent. Basically, it just becomes play even safer if you can, right? Or either that, or go full out like crazy, just try to do like a suicide combo, which again I've gotten a couple recently. It's just like, okay, look, like I'm at 150, I'm gonna like back air you twice and up B you to the blast zone, right? And it's like, and we're gonna trade stocks. That's fair. Yeah, so my point is, it's like I think you gotta go, like, I commit like one or the other, right? It's like I either try to play like super aggressive and just like, you know, get like a giant combo and be okay with that risk. Be like, okay, I might just die. Like I'm probably gonna die if I don't hit this. But if I do hit it, right? Like maybe, you know, I get a whole nother stock and like that's a good risk reward, right? Alternatively, again, if you're not gonna go for like a full giant combo, then play super careful. Like literally just don't do anything risky. I mean, like some, you know, like a lot of times, at least for me, I catch myself doing like tons of risky options. I'm like, why did I do that? Like if I had done that at low percent, sure, maybe it's like a pretty good risk reward, but I'm like, I'm at high percent. Like if I miss this, I die, right? So it's like, yeah, so right, especially, you know, because you're Jigglypuff, and again, it's like, and you gotta go in. So I think but I think the biggest thing there is like playing around. And by the way, I think it's funny that you mentioned that that's your weakness, because I wouldn't expect that to be your weakness, to be honest. Like you, like from what I remember playing against you, like you're a pretty patient player. You're like, you do play around trying to find your openings, and that's really what you got to do. By the way, did you get the arena code? I sent it to you on Facebook. Yeah, no, you're good. No, I'm sorry. I'm mixing you up. No, it's the I'm doing the, what's it called, the smash mix-ups, bro. Like I crossed you up in neutral. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I would say if anything, because it's like, this is like I'm thinking about how we can translate that skill, right? And I mean, I would say literally just approach it like that. If you're at high percents and you're trying to maintain a lead, literally just think like, okay, like I'm gonna play this as if it's a zoner matchup, or I'm trying to zone this person. It's literally just like play like, don't interact until you find an advantageous like opening, right? Because that's what, I mean, that's ultimately what you want to do in general. But again, obviously at low percents, yes. But like again, at low percents, you have, it's like you're able to do different types of like approaches and mix-ups that are safe. And it's just, you just have to keep in mind, like at higher percents, it's like, look, as long as you don't die, you're doing good. So just making it really annoying for your opponent to kill you is huge. Again, by the way, is Young Link. That's like a huge thing that I always like hate when I'm playing against good opponents. It's like, look, like they might be hitting me like 3% there, like 2% over here, just over and over again. But it's like, dude, if I can't kill them, that's adding up, right? So if they're just making it really hard for me to kill them, like that's the problem. Plus, it also honestly frustrates your opponents just mentally, right? Yeah. So what I would say is, again, it's like, you know, obviously to hold the lead, you got to do that to your opponents, which is literally just like, I mean, sometimes it's just doing the H box, right? It's like you just float like 20 feet above your opponents, and you just keep side being. You're basically like turtling them out, right? And yeah, no, exactly. You do what you got to do, because and by the way, I say this like and again, listen, you're playing. I gotta be honest with you. You're playing Puff. It's not a good character, man. So you're gonna have a hard time. But I mean, I was doing a coaching session just a couple days ago with a ZSS player. He's like a low mid-level player here in Austin. And here's the thing. I think that people too often, and so this might be something for you to keep in mind as well, and you know, so because this might be related to this question. People very often try to like be aggressive out of disadvantage or force situations that they don't have to force. Like let's say you're both let's say two players are on like opposite sides of the screen and they both run at each other, right? And they both jump. And let's say, you know, one character has a clear-cut advantage in that situation. Like if you both run and jump at each other, one character is gonna win. Maybe they have a sword or something, right? It's like, well, a lot of times the other player, they're like, well, I'm in this situation. I was like, I gotta commit. I gotta throw out my forward air, right? It's like, but listen, you're gonna lose that situation every time. So if you're in that situation, you know what's better. Instead of trying to force that, literally just back off, like try to reset neutral. And by the way, sometimes it's really tricky to reset neutral. Sometimes like you have to, again, use a lot of jumps, you know, go recover the ledge. Sometimes you might even get hit like once or twice, but you're trying to find a situation like where you are clearly advantaged, not for situations where you're going to be clearly disadvantaged. Again, sometimes you have to, right? Sometimes like in like scuffles, especially like out of hit stun and stuff, sometimes you have to. But like in neutral, right? Like in true neutral, don't force situations, or again, even in disadvantage. Like don't just like say land on people. Again, like that's what the ZSS was doing. Like I was playing him with like slow characters, like say Youngling or Pyra, and he would try to land on me, and I'm like, bro, you know you have like flip kick, and you can go all the way to the other side of the stage, and I can't catch you. Like I can't do anything about it. Literally just flip kick away. Well, like what am I gonna do? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah. Like literally just go find a situation. Go reset neutral, find a situation that's advantageous to you. Don't force your landing on me when this is a good situation for me, right? So anyway, this might be something to think about, but let's get into a couple games. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, good stuff.
Young Link.
You still got them edge guards. That Sing was sick. No, you got it. Yeah, it's all about, again, you know, taking advantage of your character's strengths. Yeah, so that was good. I guess, sorry, because I just dove into it with Young Link. Let me ask you, are there any like character matchups you're looking to get better at? Yeah.
Choose your fighter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that also seems like a bad matchup. And it seems like a really bad matchup, actually. You might just have to kill him super early. Like, that's the only hope. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, though? I think Greninja's more doable than... Yeah. Oh, and you're saying that gets them in trouble. That's what you're saying. You know what? That's the same thing as Wolf players, actually. At least Wolf against Young Link. If Wolf players played Patient, oh, that matchup is awful. But most of them just try to go in, and you're like, oh, okay, I have a chance. Yeah. No, 100%, 100%. What? Game and watching Samus? Greninja? Yeah, I mean, again, I think Greninja is something you could, like, okay, I can play Greninja against you. I think Greninja's. Sure, I can play Mithra. Sure. Yeah. Yes. I mean, against Pyramithra, at least, you will be able to edge guard them. Or, you know, I'll just play Mithra exclusively. So, like, that's going to be your win condition, basically. It's going to be try to find an opening, which is going to be hard because she's really fast. She has a big sword. But, like, your nairs, for example, like last game, like, you have, like, certain nair angles, like, diagonal, sort of horizontal diagonal nair angles that are really good. Yeah. Because, like, by the way, like, yes, like, forward air, for example, can cover that. But, like, if I'm... also, like, F-tilt can cover it. But, like, it can be tricky. And also, like, even if I do stuff it, it's like, you know, you take, like, you know, 7% for it. It's like, it's no big deal, you know what I mean? Like, the risk reward, because if you do land it, right, a lot of times you can get a whole sequence out of it. So, like, the risk reward isn't bad. Same thing with your side B, obviously. Yeah, so I think... Yeah, I think, obviously, the name of the game here is, like, Mithra just has to, like, stuff you out over and over and not fuck up, and you have to just find your opening and get the nut, right? So. Well, you can edge guard him, but it's gonna be trickier. It's gonna definitely be like you gotta like pick up on his habits and then like punish his banish if he's like doing that as a habit, or punish like a low recovery. You can definitely kill his like up B with like an air. Oh well, yeah. That's just gonna be. I mean, that's an execution check at that point. I mean, listen, I'm not. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what other advice I can give, but it's like you know, you know what I always the way that I like approach coaching is like, look, I ultimately can't like actually make you get better. Like what I can do here is I can like give you concepts that you can use to get better. You know what I mean? So. Yep. No, that was good. Let's do one more game and then let's do a bot review. I don't know, man. I just fast fell too fast, I think.
Ready? Three, two, one, go!
Alrighty. Huh? Yeah, that was... Yes, yes. So, let me...